This is a 13-year-old murderer. His confession in court made jurors curse out loud.
만으로 14살 안 되면 사람 죽여도 감옥 안 간다던데. 그거 진짜예요?
Even the most composed judge was left completely speechless, but there was nothing they could do to this kid, because South Korea has a juvenile law that states children under 14 who commit murder do not face criminal charges. At most, they serve 2 years in a juvenile detention facility. After the first hearing, the killer's mother finally showed up. Just like her son, she showed zero remorse. She came for one reason only, to find out how long her son would be held. If it weren't for that, she wouldn't have bothered at all.
피해자 가족과는 만나보셨습니까?
아니요.
사과부터
The case quickly became a national story. The victim was only 8 years old. He had no connection to the killer whatsoever, yet he was brutally murdered and dismembered. Part of his remains were left on a rooftop. The rest were thrown out like trash. In the 6 hours after disposing of the body, the killer went out and walked around the streets. When he got tired, he strolled into a police station. He pulled out the axe he had used to dismember the body and turned himself in, because it was a voluntary surrender. Police didn't dig any deeper. They handed the case directly to the courts. Along with the case came enormous public pressure. The court was eager to close it fast and quiet the outrage, but the judge assigned to this case had a reputation for being tough.
저는 소년범을 혐오합니다.
She never sympathized with juvenile offenders. Nearly every case that came before her ended with the maximum sentence, no matter how much the defendant begged for mercy. This case was no different, but right at the start of the hearing, the killer introduced a new version of events. He claimed that on the day of the incident, the 8-year-old boy had approached him to borrow his phone to call his mom. He said he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He regularly experienced auditory hallucinations. That day, even after taking his medication, the symptoms hadn't let up. His phone was dead, so he brought the boy back to his place. He said he just wanted to let the kid make the call before sending him home. But then the boy started feeling too loud to him, and then he snapped. At that point, the killer actually smiled. He said the boy was stupid for thinking he could hide under the bed. It didn't work at all.